Hi, even though it's winter, this is the time to start preparing for spring. Yes, you heard it right. Now is the time to start preparing for spring. We are not experts, but what we'll explain today is what the system we have used with success in our garden. And now in January, we start planning what we are going to produce during the summer. And for that, we need to know first what we want to produce, think about it, what we like produced last year and what we're going to, what we want more of that or less of that, and what was good, what was bad. And what we do is that we have print this one out. You can find it in the internet about when to plant things, when they're supposed to be. And when you see here in January, you start seeing things like artichoke, chili, and aubergine is already in February. So nightshades are quite early, except potatoes, because they don't like the frost. And we have this book, and in this book we have been writing down since we moved here in 2019, and our first system was not that good. But here you can see these are the first beds we have. We had only 8 beds, and we had some potatoes, and we were planning already the winter house there because we were seeing that was what was best. And here we have, and here Jan-Erik, you don't see it, but here Jan-Erik said north and south, so we knew where was most of the sun, and it always is in the south, because in this property that would be the way to do it. So we also plan about putting around the property things like strawberries and asparagus, and we have aronia, and we have boysenbarr, and many things. The first year we did like this, it was not good, but then after a while, this is what we have today. You see this is the south part, and this is the northern part of the house. And today we have about 30 boxes or 30 areas we are planting. All this area you see in white is still blank, and there are some parts that don't show here. And here's our winter house that we did last year. And this year we are trying to put to work some areas like around here that I tried to show in one video earlier last year. And what we do is that we put all the plants here 2020, and then we put which bed we are putting, what we are putting, because we want to be aware of not putting the same thing in the same place. And then I will make notes, and at the end of my book I have what we have bought. Since we produce most of our seeds, I need to have a way of knowing how to take care of them. And here, for example, you say paprika sets in January, February, and likes heat and sunlight. And I will do that with the things that we start producing ourselves. So everything, I have beans, I have beets, I have carrots, I have broccoli, lavender, everything we are producing ourselves. I have it written in my book, so I know where to look. If I get new seeds, like this year I'm going to try some new plants. I'm going to try here. I want to say that I'm not promoting anybody. These are the seeds I'm trying for this year. I'm trying for this year these ones, and they are called Cogito, and they are kind of a break beans, and they produce a lot, as they said, so I'm going to use them, to try them this year, and I will see. And then I'm going to try something that I've been looking forward to, and it is loofah. I'm going to plant loofah this year, and I see here that loofah has to be put inside the house first in April, May, and then put out in summer, and I will see the results in September, October. Another thing that I buy because I haven't been lucky enough to produce them ourselves, they have no good result, is summer squash. And this one is very good, and I've been using it before. And what we do is that we take care of the soil. And many of our notes here are because Genetic has information about what to put on what, and what it was good for. We produce also our own worms, and we use that for the seasons. And here you have, when I put them, which date I put it. I have 3 years here. When I saw them, if I do it in or out, when I put it out, and which bed. And in that way, I know where to find the things. And I know it can be a little bit, you may think, oh, this is so difficult, but it's not. When you start doing it, then you will have no problem. And another thing we do is just look for seeds, what kind of seeds we have, what we need. And this is why I find, I knew already last year what I wanted to produce. I looked for them when it was sale, and I bought these ones in sale. And now I have to look for what I have now. Here are pumpkins, and I have plenty from those ones. So I know that I don't have to buy them. And then I go like arnica. I have arnica. I have several of arnica. I don't need to buy it, but I will show you later in next video next week. And remember, if you're buying seeds, make sure that they are ecological, or at least eco-friendly. The reason is that what it produces is going to go in your body, and your body does not like toxins. So think about that, and enjoy working and preparing for spring. And we see you again next week. Bye bye.